Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This one is on Odin's Court. This one is an unusual one. After running the numbers and the time it takes, pardon me, to do the commander set, it takes way too long, and it takes you have to have everything to do it. You have to have everything max level. You have to have all the workshop. It's more difficult, more time consuming, and this is actually the quicker way to do it. And I have a video out now for very low levels that they can do it as well. It'll be a little bit different than this. You'll be using um, a little bit different units because I know that some people don't have Raging. So what we're doing here is number two is the hardest base. Number one, you just release um, missionaries. If you don't have Eve, it doesn't matter. Just release missionaries. This number two base has a little glitch on it when you first start. It doesn't move you. It sort of locks up every single time. It locks up. And so you kind of don't want it to be on Ruby right at the start because it'll lock up and you won't have control of your units. What I'm trying to do is get the low wire out of the way so that I can bring PMC in because he kills the low wire very poorly. And he gets stuck in the low wire, and if he's not here, your other units will be out in front of him, and there's no purpose of having him. The purpose of having uh, Abyss in here is so that he can kind of like run ahead and his drones will take the damage. As you can see right now, they're not really moving out there, so I want to come out. I want to bring them back. In this base, everything seems to move artificially fast. Like I've never seen my units move so quickly before. But in this base, they move very rapidly. I wish they would move that way all the time. I don't know what to say about that, but they do seem to move very quickly. You put the Sepulcher in base 3, you put missionaries and Eve, or just missionaries. One missionary will clear base 1 of the soldier set. I've done it. I've tested it. I've tested a whole bunch of things. So um, if everybody should have Eve. It doesn't matter if Eve has workshop on or not. It's better if she does, of course, but if she doesn't have workshop, you're probably just better off with just putting a single missionary in there and then deploy Eve, and she'll be so slow that the missionary will do the job. Because I think Eve will give bonuses to the missionary. So even if she's in there, it's helpful. What else? And if you have more than one missionary, that's even better. Like you could use 3 or 4 missionaries. So that was very fast. We've completed the entire soldier track. I know you didn't see it because I didn't show you 1 and 3. I only showed you 2. All right. Now 2 can be done with just PMC and Raging. You don't need the. I put my Rhino X in there too, and he took a lot of damage at the beginning, and then he heals himself. It works without Rhino X. You just have to sort of control base 2. Here's base 1. Just release Eve and a couple of missionaries, and then go to base 3 and release your Sepulcher. And the Sepulcher will do this base all by itself. And now, around the same time that you finish base 2, base 1 and base 2 will be finished. Base 1 finishes typically really fast. Um, so now here we go into base 2 again. Notice I will turn off Ruby. Now watch how it glitches out when I deploy. See how it like locks up for just a second. It locks up, and then you're like, okay, now you got to move over and take out the low wire. You can put it on Ruby again right after the low wire is cleared. It's just easier and better if the low wire is cleared. Otherwise, they'll be going straight in it at the wrong angle and get caught on that middle wall. See that white wall right there? And they'll be kind of like ineffective if they're caught on that white wall. So now we want to get them over to the right side. But you also, want to try to start shocking everything. I do have shock up on. I have I think I have boosts on. But I already did this on a low-level player's base who didn't have the units that I have, and he didn't have any boosts on, and it works just fine. I do have boosts on because I was doing the commander set, but there's really no point to do the commander set on this event. So if you can't do the commander set, you're in luck. It's easier and faster, and you will gain more XP doing the soldier set. I mean, that's not the way it's supposed to work, but that's the way it is this time because the commander set takes quite a while to do. And this is very fast. We're doing 3 bases at once. It takes about, I think it takes about, let's see where we are, less than 5 minutes to do the number 2 base. So probably around 4 minutes, right? You're doing the other 2 bases simultaneously, and then you're done. And you get your bonus, and you get the XP for the other 2 bases. And so it's really, really a fast way to build up your XP and complete this event. If you are really far behind and you don't have the things that you need, this is the event to get those back. Everyone has the PMC, most likely. Everyone should have the Sepulcher. Both of those were Shadow Ops. You should have done. If you're not doing your Shadow Ops, you can't. It's impossible to win if you don't do the Shadow Ops. The Shadow Ops give you such unique units that, and sometimes they're not that great. Most of the time, they are some of the best units in the game. So, of course, you got to do your Shadow Ops, and Shadow Ops are some of the easiest bases on the map. It's like they want you to do the Shadow Ops. They don't make them that hard. What else? Well, you know, I guess that's it. Hope it was helpful. Have a good one. See you next time.